I'm Brittany Hopkins. I'm from Montana originally. I was in the Air Force, and so I talk a little funny, but that's how I ended up down here. I've recently gotten out of the Air Force, and I love the area, so I stuck around. If you look at the progression of my dog tags through my military career, it begins with no religious preference, and then towards the end of my career, my dog tags all said Atheist on them. I feel like God sent two very critical people. I call them my 1-2 punch. Sent them into my lives, Brittany Romero and Michelle Phillips. Just sent them into my life, and Brittany was the right jab. She was in my face, and then Michelle was sneaky with that left hook. So she was the second phase of God just really being tired of sitting in the back row and watching me make the foolish mistakes and deciding that it was time that I needed to come to Him. It was just an point in my life, and now there's this movie that most people have seen that I hadn't seen called God's Not Dead. And there's one thing in that movie that really struck me, and it was the question that nobody had ever asked me. And the question was, he's arguing with the teacher, and he just stops and he looks at the teacher. He said, "What happened to you? What happened that was so horrible that you turned your back on God?" Because you're not born not believing in God. You're not born with this suspicion and doubt and disbelief. But something happened. So for every person, I think, that really struggles with that, what happened? And when I really answered that question, there was a lot of anger. And that's why I never had a relationship with God. But I think I was at a really low point in my life. And, Carrie Underwood says, "Jesus, take the wheel." I'm not doing so hot on my own, so I need some help. I'm ready. I'm opening my heart to you. So it was a rough road, but I'm here and I'm loving it, and the church has been so welcoming. And I just think of it like a parent. When you're looking at your kids, you've got your 3-year-old out there, and he's trying to figure it out on his own, and he's trying to make that square block go into the round hole, and you sit back and you watch and you let him try to figure it out on your own. And God was the parent and I was the kid. I was struggling. And at some point, if they're not figuring it out, then you step in and you show them how it's done. So I feel like here recently, God got tired of watching me put a square block into a round hole, and He sent Brittany and Michelle to me, and they helped me find my way to God, and I've never been happier.